Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. I apologise about... Oh! 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 Hey! Hey! Oh! Oh! Yeah. Welcome to episode 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Sorry it's been a while. My bad, G. We're gonna carry on from where we left off. I apologise if the microphone quality is not that great. I sort of had to just jump on and do this. I'm a bit unorganised at the moment, which I apologise about. But hopefully, regular scheduling should be back. As obviously, like I said, this it's been quite maybe a few weeks now since I last posted. So let's just jump straight in. We up to this one, I think. Yeah, I'm not so sure. I don't remember the people's voices, so excuse me. Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be... We're gonna go for Natsuki, because purple hair bitches are my type of bitches. I'm joking, maybe, kind of. Anyway, Yuri? You're really talented. Fuck! I did the wrong fucking one. Well, it's been nice knowing you all. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with words can be just as impressive as well as it lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Haha! Shows how much you know.
That's not... Natsuki? I think that's enough. Huh?
Me? But she was so mean to me.
Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori's nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for nothing.
She finally mutters and barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean anything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so.
Hey, that's not like getting to apologize from EKMP. Sheesh.
Natsuki takes a breath.
The thing about,
Natsuki glances around the room.
Would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Okay, alright. I forgot about this game, to be honest. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Shit, what does Sayori sound like?
Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri.
Sayori? I'll go make some tea.
I was just trying to help.
I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, KMP. And to be honest, it's a nice change for a pace from a lazing around we got a little too used to.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monica.
About what?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
I remember Sayori now, she's like, had a bit of a list.
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're in the vice president, Sayori.
In the end though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing your poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
KMP, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination.
KMP, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fighting like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, KMP? It's nice that I get to spend the time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Why do I keep patting the woman on the fucking shoulder, man? Jesus Christ. I said that more to myself than to her, but it seems to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. So what am I doing now? Writing another fucking poem. Right. Misfit. Brief. No. Uncanny. Unending. Right. Unrestrained. Yes. Infallible. Yes. Nice. Okay. Sadness. No. Judgment. Yes. Frightening. Yes. Wrath. Yes. Disarray, yes, nice. Vivid, Inferno, let's go. Horror, let's go. Oh shit, no. Unstable, let's go. Vitality, nice, let's go. Defeat, no. And Graveyard, let's go. And one more. Uncontrollable, let's Me and Yuri are about to be hitting this shit up in the classroom, like, when everyone's gone. I'm so good. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
I can't pee.
Yo, Sayori. Yo. Tommy, yo. That's not funny. I'm sorry. Looks like you're in a good mood today.
I'm still not used to being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks.
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori?
Why that all of a sudden?
No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori.
That's not fair. How do you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so not only leaves the one option.
I give up.
Don't make me feel guilty.
Feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening to anything. I was just something in my book.
Yuri, tell KMP to let me borrow some money.
Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough. Retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book.
I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you.
There's no way you could think that.
You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution.
Retribution.
That.
Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us. Isn't there? Why is she looking at me like that? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
You wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk.
Bwap! Kaya! Ow!
What with... A cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around.
Is this a miracle? It's because I pay my restitution.
Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked.
I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Jesus.
Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy.
Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good!
Sayori suddenly clasps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue!
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez.
Burgers can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm still unhappy that you shared this one with me.
So he gets out of her seat and looks at Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Oh, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori?
Nasuki glances around. Monika's in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything from her being late today? That me? Yeah, I haven't either. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm so fucking tired today, Jesus. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she ever...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's so true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chooses the club over a boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about?
Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. Who held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kinda just lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monika.
I don't really. I kinda just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something first, Monika.
That's...
Monika looks at me.
Maybe once I get a little better I will.
Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so?
In that case, I won't let you down, KP. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I chose to leave out fuck. Whoops. I'm sure Nasuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished the entire cookie. He's back to a bucket Nasuki disappeared in the closet. Looking weirdo. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of a book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes met for a split second. It only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I'm out of this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how could you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, and that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging, relatable story. Is that so? What is it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted to see these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that the dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Campy? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they've made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling again, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That's it. Reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. As soon as I understand what Yuri means about reading in company, it's as if I can feel a presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Yeah, this should work, right? I slam my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm, so the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb and flips it to the side. I've been holding it like this. We're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own violation. We continue the first chapter in silence, even so turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. Her thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they kind of reminisce of some of your mannerisms. I see. We remain silent for a minute. But KMP, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with me. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really don't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Okay, everyone.
Oh shit.
I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or do you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know?
That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the 2 chapters in your own time.
Alright. I stand up, I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and slip it back into my bag. I'm gonna do Yuri first, actually, because I'm here, so why not? Let's see what you've written. Oh, sorry.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri says at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
KMP, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you that kind of technique's worth practicing.
Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try and give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like that, I guess. Probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated to my writing, it just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people who just laugh at me.
Do you really think that?
Again,
Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem that you wrote today?
Yeah, I do. If it's okay with you.
The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snap. My attention was caught by a scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave that raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon... Hold up. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I bandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feel myself again.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using my poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Why do you keep them to yourself?
Because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me.
Don't you have anything like that? Oh shit.
Do you have anything like that, KMP?
Well, yeah, I guess I do.
I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be writing a little now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Who shall I show my poem to next? We're gonna go with Sayori!
Oh shit. I like this one, KMP. It has some nice feelings in it.
I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you like yesterday's poem better.
I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good.
Well, don't just try and be nice about it. If I'm doing my job, then I'd rather just hear it.
No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you.
Campy. Never ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? I'm not very good at figuring out poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try and keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sarah. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, just unexpectedly poetic. Is it? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Campy. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Balls. I pop off my scalp like the lid off a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm, tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put in a bottle to keep it safe, and then I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend flies a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Fucking hell, Sarah. Jesus Christ. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like a lapse. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my blocked front door. Finally all done, I open and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting and pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. Sarah, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you that Sarah's gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm not so used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you could be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little better. Writing is magical. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sarah always has a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard to be pessimistic. I don't know who it clicked. Natsuki. I like your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I could tell you were a little more daring than this one, but you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancier and more meaningful just by using any complicated languages. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point.
Yuri's head over heels for it. This cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that bullshit. Ha! Making your reader look so hard for all this deep meaning. It's just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's the only way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion. My opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. You know what? You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if she doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, that message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I don't have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simple analogies, and it helps people really realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone who would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Oh god, it's about how everyone thinks. It doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I want it to be easy to relate to. I want it some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, it'd make fun of you, think less of you. But it just makes people stupid. Who cares who someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone, and it makes them happy. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. That's funny. You wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say? Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her on anything. Masuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try to be so mean to her. It feels like insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure, and Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. Well, the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if I write the style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the messages in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. And then, hey, Monica, hey, but hey, Monica.
Hi again, KMP. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica.
Alright. Great job, KMP. I was going... in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easier to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put some effort in. Jesus.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know what Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imaginary and symbolism. Unlike Sayuri, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meanings of it. It's very challenging to write like
to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I've never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Keep exploring along if you try new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. I don't know why I'm so fucking tired today. Holy shit. Save me. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless. Cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, getting one waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, sorry. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. What the fuck? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kinda like playing with my
I kinda like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When it happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind.
And on that note, we are going to actually save the game. I can remember how to fucking get it up. There's options on it. Yep, we're going to overwrite that and just save it there. Right, okay.
Or something unexpected may happen. What is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room.
Is this about the festival?
Well, sort of.
Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together, anything good into just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
It's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations.
Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sarah has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event.
Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing.
Performing?
Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poem. Each of us are going to recite during the event, but the cool part is we're also gonna let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sarah's putting in all the posts in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sarah, who's been colouring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already
start putting those posters up, did you?
Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad idea?
Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm gonna be performing in front of a group of people like that.
I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Mizuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. Oh shit. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. And I think I'm gonna save the game and leave it there, because it's just really good. So I really hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you get notified about every single video I upload. Sorry for the delay of the episode. I apologise. I'll try and make sure that future episodes of not only this but anything else that is on my channel is up in time, and I'll try and get back to some sort of regular scheduling. I've been very busy the past couple of weeks. Yeah, like I said, I'll get to do all that stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.